What's up guys, TheMainManSWE here, and as you've heard Mr. Noctis, I actually learned his name due to this, him being in Tekken 7. So Noctis here is in Tekken 7, and he is obviously a character from Final Fantasy 13? Or is it 14? I literally have no idea. But I've seen footage. My dear friend Robert played Final Fantasy, and he thought it was okay. He thought the story sucked, but that it was okay. But I can't remember the last time the story was decent in a Final Fantasy game. Maybe it was Final Fantasy 7, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be a douchebag. I haven't played that many Final Fantasies actually. 7, 8, and then I played 9, but then I discovered that the main character had a tail. And not the tail we all have in the front, but at the back he had like a monkey tail, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna skip this one, I think. It was a bit too cutesy to me. But in these games, you can tell by him, you know, they've gone back to that cyberpunk thing. Look at his hair, his leather, yeah, leather. So they're doing that thing again, and I think they know that, oh, this is the thing everyone sees as Final Fantasy now with Final Fantasy 7. It's so popular, everyone just wants more Final Fantasy 7, basically. You know, with Advent Children and the movies they've made. So now you have Noctis, you know, with a black-haired Cloud, you know, and he's very cool and black. He has a smartphone, I mean, he has to be cool. But obviously he's a friend of Lars, and what do they have in common? The hair, and they both have awesome smartphones, and they go like this when they win, like, hey Lars, oh hey Noctis, you wanna go fishing, you wanna go hang out, watch a movie? So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna show the trailer here or a retarded reaction video, oh god, oh, you know, that everyone does, and have on the thumbnail, you know, my face like this. Although I should probably do that so I can make some money on this goddamn channel. But, what do I think about this? I haven't played Final Fantasy. It might be a great game, but I don't like his design all too much. I don't like Lars' design, and I don't like this. It looks like a dude from a boy band, like all Final Fantasy characters look these days. If you take the lineup of the new Final Fantasy game, the game Noctis is in, and you look at all the main cast, you know, you have a blonde guy, that guy, another guy with some facial hair, and it's like, it's a bit like Backstreet Boys, but everyone's covered in black, you know, not a lot of colors, you know, to have them stand apart from each other. Everyone's in like black. It just looks like a boy band to me. I'm not a big fan of that design, so him being in Tekken, it's a great thing to attract. I mean, this is a huge deal for Bandai Namco. Final Fantasy is a huge franchise, and getting the main hero from their latest game, which I guess was a big hit, you know, Final Fantasy, whatever it was. Is it 14 or 15? I have no idea, but getting him is a big deal. The first DLC is Geese Howard, and that's a big tribute to veterans of fighting games, like myself. Not a lot of people know who Geese Howard is. People my age who love fighting games and who played Fatal Fury or King of Fighters know who he is, but King of Fighters is not a big game these days, you know. So that's a big tribute to fighting game players, and it's no coincidence they showed him at EVO and everyone shit their pants. That's the venue to show Geese Howard. But this guy, Noctis, fighting game players won't go like, whoa. Casuals will go like, whoa! I played Final Fantasy. Noctis is great. And a lot of people know who Noctis is. Just not me. I'm so out of touch. I'm too old. I'm sorry. That's a great move by Namco. Geese Howard for the hardcore fighting game players, and then Noctis to get the casuals in for Tekken 7, which was one of the goals with Tekken 7. So this is a great move. But when I watched the reveal trailer, I felt like, oh great, another one of those characters. It's like Eliza, you know, he has his sword, and it's just never-ending tornadoes of attacks. It just never ends. He goes, bop, 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 and then he jumps up, bop, 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 and it continues, and it's like, oh, it's Eddie Gordo with a sword. Looking forward to that one. We already had Yoshi, who's tricky, but this guy looks more like he's long flaily combos, and it looked like he had a hell sweep as well, so may God rest our souls. Yeah, so looking forward to release of Noctis, and like going online, and it's like, oh, 99% of encounters I have is Noctis. I can really see it happen. But it looked very flashy. He had an air throw where he did like a fire spell. His rage art was just this never-ending Omni Slice. I can't speak today. Omni Slash type attack, you know, like ching 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 ching. Limit break. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people probably love this. Like, oh my god, it's so cool. I love it for the fact that it's going to attract a lot of casuals. I'm proud of Bandai Namco to be able to get a deal with Squaresoft to use this character. It can't have been easy. It's a really big thing for Tekken, and I see this as a positive thing. But me, myself, I'm not a fan of his design or what he represents. You know, I just feel like Final Fantasy kind of dropped the ball a bit. I don't know. I'm probably prejudiced. Maybe I should play the game before spewing shit about it. But I don't like his design. That much I can say. He looks like a boy band dude. And I guess that's the thing. People like... I went to Tokyo. People seem to like that boy band thing. I mean, everywhere I went, every single little block in their city centers had speakers blasting, yo, I love you very much, you touch my heart, girl, baby. And it's like, oh god. It's like, this Backstreet Boys fad never went away in Japan. And it's always like, these pictures as well, like every building is covered with like 10 times 10 meters, you know, billboards with these guys, like, and they look badass as well. They have these poses like that. You know, that gangsta b-boy pose? But they look like that in that pose, you know. That haircut, you know, and very thin and baby face. Yeah. Not trying to say that I look badass. Yeah, so what do you think about this? If you love it, that's great. I mean, great for Tekken 7, great for Bandai Namco. It's a great move. And you know what? I have no right to complain, because I get Geese Howard in the first DLC. And I fucking love Geese Howard. That made me shit my pants, and I was actually hoping for him, predicting him, and it wasn't hard to predict because Harada spoke about him in a tweet that he wanted to have Geese Howard. So yeah, this doesn't bother me whatsoever. Great move by Bandai Namco, and thank you so much for Geese Howard. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.